Now I'd like to introduce Louise Martin. Louise lives in Hayden, Ontario with her husband, 3 children, and 2 dogs. She was a high school English teacher, I think we have a few today, before retiring to a slower-paced life of teaching English community skills at a local community college, communication skills, at a local community college, and writing the occasional short story. Ladies and gentlemen, giant leaps.
Good afternoon. My story is an attempt to capture the happy life my brother lived and a tribute to my wonderful parents. We were the vacationers, meandering North America's concrete veins on gasoline that flowed for 35 cents a gallon. I was 12, with long legs and lengthening brown hair, every inch a result of my efforts. On that day, I was in the not-so-fun part of holidays, wedged into my seat behind my dad, the driver. I was shirtless due to the heat, wearing black shorts cut from jeans I'd outgrown. They half covered my thighs, the rest of which gripped my vinyl seat like sticky candy. When I was able to shift in my spot, pieces of flesh peeled noisily away, blasting a farting sound. This game no longer got the desired effect from my 3 sisters who sat to my right, and I was restless. Earlier in the day, we were tented down at the Finger Lake State Park in New York, the former home of the 13th President of the U.S., Fillmore. I was at the rope swing with boys my age when my dad found me. I was in mid-swing, clutching it with one hand and fist-pumping above the gorge as I flew toward the other side. Then back, in response to a dare. My dad's news, it was decided we were heading home. Instantly, I moved from being Ron Ellie's Tarzan to Eddie, second child, only boy. Looking at my dad's face, I knew it was time to go. I barely waved goodbye and trailed behind my dad as I returned to our remote paradise, kicking stones, one to the path, one toward the gorge, the occasional rock going splunk as it hit the water. We were going to stay the weekend, but the big news had changed that. We were returning to our color TV to witness the event. We made our last gas stop before the border after dinner hour. Plastic milk glasses and uncut squished peanut butter sandwiches were passed around. No time for a real meal, or we'd miss it. As we pulled out of the gas station, I heard my dad whisper into my mom's ear. They already landed. It should happen around 10 p.m. We would make it in time. Rules for the return to Canada were sternly reviewed as our car edged up to the guard. We were not to talk, not to look up, and not to say anything, especially about the bottles in the back. The flashlight searched us all out, all Canadian citizens. We'd been here a week, nothing to declare. We were returning in a hurry to watch the great event. Yes, it was all very exciting. No, who could believe a man was going to walk on the moon? As our car raced along, the sun faded. Pink blotches filled the sky, purpling the blue into ripples of light and darkness. The summer day disappeared as we approached the massive Skyway Bridge. Dad dropped 15 cents into the toll machine, the bar lifted, and we drove up into the sky. Across the bay, the crescent moon lay low in the sky, a curved sliver in space. Was it really possible that a spacecraft was up there now? It was 9:30 when our car pulled into the driveway. We raced into the living room. The hatch opened, ladder dropped. My family's eye glued onto the 14th-inch color screen, watching Neil Armstrong step awkwardly, 1 foot at a time, downward. My father placed his arm around my mom's shoulder. as I heard the words that would echo for years to come, mankind's giant leap. For a moment, their gaze found each other. The look was not of jubilation, considering the long journey home. It was something deeper, uneasiness. How would anything be the same again?